Welcome back to Comic Talk. I am Brandon from The Collectors.
I'm Steve from ActionNerd.com.
And we've got an exciting show for you today.
Super exciting,
That's
actually.
right. We got real creative this week.
Kinda.
And let's go ahead and get into that 3x3.
Yeah, so again, I kept thinking 3x3s and we're kind of going overboard on
okay.
it. So we'll cue the 3x3 music. Now we'll get into it because there was a lot of books this week that I was surprised I even bothered with. So go for yours. I know you're going to be excited about this thing that's coming up.
I've got...
That's the one.
The Terminator.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, with sound.
Yeah, sound. It comes sound.
Does it have sound in the book?
Yeah, no. Well, you got to do it yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says it in there. But I wasn't that excited when I read it. I wasn't that enthused. It's a story about an old couple who are outrunning a Terminator, and they've been doing it for a while, and I guess they finally get caught.
Oh, so it's not like a movie adaptation of it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping there's more to it. But
just old, like how old?
Like they're like, I don't know, maybe 70, 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these
that
guys,
is old.
They got away from him for a while, and then he finally caught up to him. So,
is it the Connors?
I don't think so.
Okay.
They just say their first names.
John?
No, it's Gary and Susan or something like that. I don't know. But they're in there, and I would say for a first issue, you really gotta. It's more questions, and I know you want questions so that they'll turn in for part 2. But I want to be interested in those questions. I don't care about this couple. I mean, they didn't make me feel for them.
So they didn't give you a backstory or anything.
I mean, they went back in time to when this couple was young.
Yeah.
And tried to show you. They didn't even show you why the Terminator was after him, but I don't know.
Thumbs down?
Yeah, I'd say thumbs down, but I do want to find out more. So I'm not going to just give up on it, but thumbs down this week.
All right.
For sure. Number 5 of X-Men.
Ooh.
Yeah, just the X-Men with this cool Doom variant here. Doom's about to take over. He's got an event coming up in November, I think.
Yeah.
So, I got this X-Men cover here. I thought it was pretty cool. I like Doom, but I feel like they're about to put him in the market like Deadpool. So,
yeah, it's a flood.
Better be careful.
Or Donald Duck as Wolverine. Same thing.
But this one was pretty cool. I got to see more of Quentin and Psylocke's psychic abilities. I thought that was awesome. It did change.
So is Quentin a boy or a girl?
I thought he was a little boy.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Well, he's a mutant, so
not that it matters, but
he might change. I don't know, but I thought he was a little boy, and he's a powerful psychic. And Psylocke is a warrior/psychic, so they had to go into this guy's mind to figure out what triggered his mutant abilities so late in his life.
Yeah.
So check that out.
Yeah, I don't mind that book either. I mean, it's not one I run out to, but I give it a thumbs up too. I like that.
DC's I Know What You Did Last Crisis.
I was interested in this.
This one was surprisingly good.
Oh, good.
It's a bunch of mini stories, kind of like the Cruel Universe, the Creep Show.
Oh, okay.
But it's stories that they can make up that don't really matter because they happen in between like the old crises. And it was like after Crisis issue number 4, this happened. So you can say whatever because that universe just got like wiped out later on. So,
right. Oh, okay.
So they had fun with this. There was some heartwarming stories and there were some gory stories in here. It was pretty good.
Okay.
Check out DC's I Know What You Did Last Crisis.
Nice.
That's a cool Batgirl variant there. Next up, I was on the DC train this week.
Collaboration time.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo and Batman.
Now, that's not the first time they've met.
No. This is
lots.
a lot of times, even on the old show in like the 70s.
I remember that.
But this comic is pretty cool because each issue is a different iteration of Batman. Like one may be from the 60s. He's wearing the 60s getup.
Oh, okay.
Another one may be the animated series Batman. And it's pretty cool to see.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah, and they work together to find out these silly little crimes. So it's real kid friendly. I thought it was really good.
Good.
Thumbs up.
Oh, another thumbs up. That's
and
awesome.
Another collaboration.
Here we go. You like this one.
Versus.
Yeah.
Now you talk about collaborations. This one has Looney Tunes in it, Steven Universe, Scooby-Doo, and at the end there is, I don't want to
Bugs Bunny's in there.
Spoil it, but at the end somebody shows up that you think is going to be like Brainiac, but it turns out to be somebody else. But it's a real good ending, so I don't want to ruin that for you. But check it out.
Kid friendly?
Yes, kid friendly. Yeah, check that out.
There you go.
Thumbs up. Next up, is the DC's
Yeah.
Creature Commandos. Like I said with the Terminator one, I don't know. I wanted to be wowed more. There's more exposition on this and explaining everybody and their powers, and I don't know. I wanted to be more interested
Yeah,
in
I
it.
agree with you. I read that also, and with the animated series coming out of that, I would think they would like go boom, boom, boom. First of all, who the hell picks this for an animated series? Because I mean, why this off the wall stuff? And I may be wrong, but I've never heard of Creature Commandos and thought, oh my God, what a great cartoon that would make. But so I was hoping that this was really going to be a powerful thing too, and it didn't wow me at all either.
No.
I didn't even like the cover. I thought there's another cover, more of a pinkish red cover too. But yeah, I agree with you on those.
I'm giving that one a thumbs down.
Yeah, I don't blame you now. Now let me get into some of these that I read, and we'll start with All In.
Oh, I read that one too.
Big hype, right? Big hype, and
you're gonna say it's the greatest.
Boom,
thing
boom,
of all
boom,
time.
and I didn't care for it.
Oh,
so I guess it's one of those things where you get really hyped up for it, and it lets you down. So it's not that it's bad. It was basically, this is what I took out of it. You come at me with this one. Justice League has an open house. And the story revolves around Booster's Gold, which I'm not a fan about Booster's Gold. That was it for me. What was there something I missed?
Yeah, you missed. That was the first page.
I missed flipping around.
You missed all the rest of it.
So what did you like about it?
Okay, so after all these events in this specific universe of Justice League, they've come to the realization that they can't do it by themselves.
Right.
So they had the open house.
Get everybody. Anybody's allowed.
That's right. And when they finally get them all together, something bad happens.
Yeah.
It turns out that Darkseid he's up to some shenanigans, and his path has interfered with the Justice League's.
Yeah.
And right on day one of orientation, and it's just crazy. So they figure out they have to figure out
travel.
Yeah, where Darkseid went to, what universe, what timeline, where is he going?
Yeah.
And the only people that can do that is people that have time traveled before, and Booster Gold is one of them. So they send him in to do the job.
Yeah.
And when you get halfway through the book, it turns upside down. So you have to.
So your world turned upside down.
I guess it was. So you have to just flip the book to the other side.
Yeah.
And it tells you the story from Darkseid's position. It'll go from the beginning of his and how he was trying to get this certain power, and to stop him, it sent him to the Justice League to try and stop him, but he ended up succeeding anyway.
Yeah.
And he ended up creating his own world of some crazy heroes that we're going to find out later on.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's not bad. I just expected a ton more. Yeah. And I'm not a fan of Booster Gold, so that kind of turned me off right off the bat. But I still will check that out. Next up, let's go with Cruel Universe. So Cruel Universe, again, I was a fan from the beginning when Epitaphs from the Abyss was out and Cruel Universe. And I read this one, and, there was, I think the first story is good. These are all short 4 stories in a book. The first story was okay, good. The next one was about toxic waste. The next one was about a deleted man. Guess what happens to him? He deletes. And then this thing about angel balls.
Oh, yeah, that could be realistic.
Yeah, and kills everyone.
Yeah.
These little balls. So I think it's getting a little better than it was. That first story, it was more true to EC type thing than the other ones. So let's hope that it gets better. I still love the covers. Great cover. Here's a guy, a fisherman, caught a little baby octopus, but guess what? The big mama octopus going to get him.
They're both contaminated with nuclear.
Yeah, they're glowing.
I still like my favorite one still on the first issue with that T-Rex.
Mine too.
Yes.
Mine too.
It got me.
Where you didn't know the perspective, and then, spoiler alert, it was from the perspective of the dinosaur that was in the background of every panel, and you didn't realize it. You thought it was focused on the astronaut. This next POS is Ewoks.
Ewoks are dangerous, man.
Yeah, they eat people, right?
Oh no, I didn't
No,
know
they
that.
do. You saw that in Star Wars. What do you think
Did we?
they were cooking Han Solo, right? Remember they put him on the thing. They were going to cook him and eat him.
Thought it was like a threat,
No,
like
so Ewoks are they eat people.
savage, man.
So here we have they hunt,
God.
they talk, and then bounty hunters land, and that's how the story starts. It was weird to have Ewoks with a little asterisk and the weird lettering that they did to show that it's an Ewok language, and that they're just chatting. I didn't care for it at all. I didn't care about it at all. Next was the Sentinels. And this was okay, but it's another team that they created. So these Sentinels is just another team of let's go out and do this mission. And it felt kind of like a G.I. Joe. Each team member has a different power, which was kind of cool. It's okay. It's not bad. It's just another team of people doing missions.
Now, are these guys created from Sentinels?
So I'm not sure how that's working out.
Okay.
It almost looks like they are a part of a Sentinel thing.
And they're hunting mutants.
Not really.
Oh.
So they're not real. I can't tell yet, and maybe I missed it, if they're good or bad. I don't think they're bad. I think they're going to be okay. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, Exceptional X-Men.
How was that? With the Doom variant. Okay.
Yeah, with the dumb Doom variant.
Oh, man.
Listen, guess what happens? Kitty Pryde saves another kid.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Done. Issue 2.
Oh.
And she has a date with some chick, which I didn't know Kitty Pryde was into that, but good for her. Yeah, it's her at a football game. A mutant's getting picked on, kind of like the first episode. Okay. She comes in. What's she do? Pulls them through the bleachers and saves the day.
Oh, wow.
The end.
Okay. So the first X-Men.
Exceptional X-Men.
No, the first regular X-Men.
Okay, yeah.
With Cyclops and his team is about establishing that mutants are safe and we can be trusted, and they're going out and saving other mutants that are in trouble. And then the Uncanny, they have this situation where somebody's out there hunting mutants.
Right.
So each of them has a goal. This one is she's just walking around saving random
individual mutants that are picked on.
It was like a Monster of the Week type thing.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just people bullying other people. I mean, if that's your thing and you want to see like the bully
get beat up.
She didn't even beat him up. She just pulls them through and that's it. There's no fights.
Run from our problems.
That was it.
That's what it's teaching us.
Okay. Book of the week for me, pick of the week. Hold those up. Absolute Batman.
Ooh.
Holy poop.
This is a part of the all-in.
As little Tucker, my neighbor, would say, holy poop. This thing was great.
Was it?
It was great. And I'm not, but I had to wear a Batman shirt for this because of this comic. This thing was really cool. It had me as excited as Ultimate Spider-Man 1. Okay. Whole new thing, whole different way, different outfit. People are bitching about the logo. It's a big brick-like thing, right? But actually, he could take that off
and beat the crap out of people.
The wings actually have some things, so it's not a traditional Batman cape in it.
This is the Batman created from Darkseid's world.
Is it?
Yeah, he doesn't have the money and riches like our Batman does.
Right.
So Darkseid created a world of heroes that took out all the good things that kind of made them who they were, and one of them was Bruce Wayne's money. So
well, good, because this is exciting.
Yeah,
this was really, really
awesome.
good. I highly recommend this. The artwork inside was good. There's variant covers for it. It is under the All-In logo, so I imagine that goes back to the Darkseid thing you're talking about. Yeah, it was really exciting to read. I read it twice in case I missed something, but it's really good. I hope everybody jumps out and gets that. That was just great. The last one I read was King Spawn, and I actually thought it was really good. Now I started King Spawn when it first launched, read a couple issues, didn't go back to it. It wasn't good, wasn't bad. And so I'm jumping in. I believe it's 37. I got it because Mark Spears did the cover for it, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is a thing where a crime boss son is holding a guy for ransom, whole thing. And King Spawn is just, it takes you back to when Spawn was first started and was just fun, and you know good stuff's going to happen. You know he's a badass. I think it's a true comic book. It's a true McFarlane comic book. It's worth probably jumping into. I did, and I really, really liked it. So, but I'll tell you, I was talking about, and that's our, what is it, 7x4, 7x7, whatever it is today. So we'll cue that music. Last Saturday, I went down to Nirvana Comics, and wonderful, wonderful place, wonderful folks. I met a lot of really great people, and I got to do the interview with Mark Spears. Ooh. And Mark Spears, of course, for the past 2 weeks, had the #1 trending comic with Mark Spears Monsters, the Bridezilla cover. The Stalker cover also got on there on week 1 at number 15, I believe. And great guy, really, really fun guy. He's from Alabama, good old Southern boy. We chatted for, an hour and 30 minutes. I didn't expect it to be that long, but it's up on our channel on YouTube. And it was just a really, really good interview that I think people will enjoy if you can sit through that long or break it up. And I wanted to talk about how quickly fame fades in everything these days, because the attention span that we have now in this new technology, TikTok era, is real small. So those YouTubers that have the Mr. Beast and all those guys with the millions of subscribers grabbed it when it was in the first infancy stages of YouTube and social media, capitalized on it, did a fantastic job, and therefore have these huge growing audiences. As you start a newer channel, as we found out, it's very difficult. We're at about 145 subscribers, so that's awesome. Wow. So at 200, we'll give away a slab. But in the comic book world, think about this. In the comic book world, your fame is a week, because next week the new comic comes out. So you could be, as Mark was, #1 for 2 weeks in a row, which is a huge feat, beating out, top Marvel and DC covers and comics, and he's on Keen Spot. Now, I'd never heard of Keen Spot as a comic publisher.
Oh yeah, me either.
And he said they did, the one he knows of is Marry Me comic book, which turned into a Jennifer Lopez movie. Never heard of that either. So he got those two, and that's amazing. But as each week changes, and I believe he's at 7 now, which he's still in the top 10, thank goodness, your popularity can go just like that at anything, whether it's music, whether it's comics, movies. Look how fast things change because of the technology that we have now. And so when we, promote something, or we do an interview, or we talk about a book, we're doing our best to give you the good information on our opinions. But we're also, when we like something, we'd like to help that artist out, or the writer out, because what they did, we were impressed with. Whether that means squat or not, I don't know. But I think it's our way of giving back to somebody that took the time to be very creative. But Mark said to do a cover, sometimes it's a deadline of 5 days, and he does amazing covers. So really, I ask that you check out these things, support these folks that we're talking about, and let us know what you think. You might completely disagree. Like I don't know about All In. Cruel Universe. Yeah, I mean, it's just our opinions.
Yeah.
But think about how quickly their fame can poof or how quickly they rise to fame.
Mm-hmm.
And within a week, you erase everything and you start over again. And to get back to number one or get in that top 10 or get in that top, that's tough. That's really tough. So I don't know. But check out the interview. I'll have a link right up here for it, and you can see what's going on with that. I want to go, as we speak about these different trending comics, I put together a real quick 6-minute, 50-second top 20, and we're going to call it the fastest top 20 countdown in the world.
Wow.
And so let me take you to that right now.
Must go faster.
Hey everyone, welcome to week ending October 6, 2024. This is the top 20 according to cover price, and we're starting off with number 1, The Beauty, which is all over these charts. Issue number 1, cover A from Image, came out August 12th of 2015, and I looked this up because I had no idea why. FX optioned this. Apparently it's a series about if you get an STD, it makes you look hotter. You go figure, I have no idea. Next, number 2, X-Men. This is issue 5, Elizabeth Torque. It's an error issue, though. It's a 1 in 25 ratio, came out October 2nd, 2024. Already somebody got a slab, 9.8 at $100, and then raws are $31. Don't know what the error is, do you? Pilot season, The Beauty, issue number 1 is at number 3. This is Jeremy Hahn. It came out October 26, 2011. Raws are selling for $32, and somebody stole a near mint 9.4 slab for $10. Again, this Beauty is going to be all over the charts. Number 4 is Hello Darkness, issue number 3. Paulo Rivera, Virgin, 1 per store. Boom Studios, September 25th, 2024. Raw is selling for $93, no slabs yet. Listen, I wish Hello Darkness had better stories and better art inside. That's my opinion, but the covers do look great. Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes special, issue number 1. Geraldo Sandoval came out October 2nd, 2024, is at number 5. This is the first full appearance of Phantasma. Raws are selling for $10. Somebody already slabbed at 9.8 slab, sold for $70. The Beauty, surprise, surprise, issue number 1. This is at number 6. This is the Jenny Friesen issue. August 12th, 2015, this one came out. Raws, $37. 9.8 slab, $175. And I'm sure they will be climbing for all the spec folks out there. My good buddy Mark Spears, issue number 1, the cover E Bridezilla of Mark Spears Monsters is at number 7. This was number 1 for the last 2 weeks. Raws are at $55. Good luck finding one for $55. I've seen them at $150 now. I wish there was a larger print run. This is going to be a good one. Number 8, Svengali, 45th anniversary Bonanza, issue number 1. This is the photo cover, 1 in 10 variant. October 2nd came out from Gemstone, $35 raw. What a great show. It brings back the old memories of any of the old ghouls that hosted horror movies. Captain Marvel, number 26, came out May of 1973. This was the first appearance of Death, first cover appearance of Thanos. Raws are about $60, a 9.4, recently sold for $250. Not bad. Amazing Fantasy, issue 15. This is the one that came out January 2006. This was the first appearance of Amadeus Cho, a.k.a. the Mastermind, Excello, a.k.a. Totally Awesome Hulk, a.k.a. Brawn. Wow. Sold for $9.8, $332. 9.4 sold for $148. Here we go again. Pilot season, Declassified 211, issue number 1. Why? Because it's the first appearance of the series Beauty. Came out September 2011. Raws are 20. No slabs yet. I'm sure there will be. That's it. Pilot season. At number 12, Masters of the Universe, issue number 1. Came out August of 1982. This slabbed at a 9.8, sold for $261 on October 6th, commonly at $270. Great cover. Any of the He-Man stuff's hotter than hot right now. Pick it up if you can. Speaking of hot, Agatha Harkness's first appearance happened in Fantastic Four, issue 94. Came out January 1st, 1970 from Marvel. Raws are about $50, 7.5, recently sold for $170. The Joker comes in at number 14. Now, this is the Joker. Number 1 came out May 1975. It's the first appearance of the Joker in a solo series. 9.4 sold for $289 recently. Raws are $76. Listen, they're not getting good reviews on this movie. I don't know what that'll do to this. New Mutants 98. Guess whose first appearance this one is? It's Deadpool, of course. This came out February 1st of 1991. CGC 9.6s are selling at $449. So it's still holding on its prices. Voltron. Remember that old cartoon? Voltron issue number 1 came out January 1985. Now this is the first appearance of Voltron in the U.S. comics. They did have some in the foreign markets like Japan. 9.4 recently sold for $73, but a 9.8, $279. Good old Voltron. Peach Momoko is on the charts with a virgin 1:100 ratio issue of Deadpool number 7. This came out October 2nd, 2024. Raws are selling for $105. There are no slabs yet. This also features Deadpool's daughter on the cover. The Sentry number 1 came out September 1st, 2000. This is the first appearance of the Sentry, Robert Reynolds. Raws are $72. A 9.8 is $349. And of course, this goes along with the Thunderbolts movie that's coming out. At number 19, we have good old Spawn. Todd McFarlane's Spawn issue number 1 came out May 1st, 1992. This is the first full appearance of Spawn and the first appearance of Sam and Twitch, which is supposed to be optioned. CGC 9.8 is still super affordable at $125. Get you one of those Spawns. And finally, Venom issue number 3, the first full appearance of Null, came out June 27, 2018. This is the Ryan Stegman regular cover. It's climbing. CGC 9.8, $243. Last sale was $225. Somebody got a good deal on October 6th. So that's it for the top 20. Okay, that's the top 20. What do you think?
I think that was really fast.
Yeah, fast.
I love it.
Super fast. It's like the Flash. It's so fast. So let's see what we're putting in the slab vault this week.
Oh, let's open it up.
Let's open the slab vault. Okay. So again, I was at Nirvana Comics this week in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I picked up 3 slabs, and God knows I could have picked up 100. They had a great selection. This first one,
boom,
bought it directly from Mark Spears. This is his take on the zombie Power Rangers. Do you see this? Look at this cover.
Is
that
sick.
creepy as hell?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's a 9/8 signed, verified signature, witness signature of the Pink Ranger as a zombie, and man, as it looks good. So I had to grab that one. That's going in the slab vault. The next one is Rat City number 4, and again, 9/8. And this one's going in the slab vault. Look at that adaptation of Spawn. If you'll notice with Mark Spears, the monster theme, the color palette that he uses, just fantastic. And I fell in love with it. So I have spoke about EC Comics and EC Comics homages, all, Blood Hunt did it, Cruel Universe, Epitaphs from the Abyss. I got my first EC comic. I've never owned one.
There it is.
And thank you, McKay. Thank you, McKay, the guy that sold me my first slab ever in Nirvana Comics, which was Ice Cream Man number 1. Hooked me up with The Haunt of Fear. Now, this book is from 1951.
Wow.
This is old. This is older than me. Haunt of Fear number 10. It's in beautiful condition. A 5.5 in these are great. Most of the time, you see these ECs that have a little bit of restoration, so they'll have a purple label up here. This has no restoration. The price I got it at was fantastic. Thank you for that. I should have bought the Weird Science ones from you and Weird Fantasy too. I might drive up there and do that. But this is just thrilled me. Absolutely thrilled me. And this isn't a huge key or anything like that, but it's one of those books that started that the whole investigation of these comics are destroying the youth of America, and then we had to have the comic code come out of it. So this is EC Comics, and that's going in the slab vault. Love it. Isn't that cool?
Lock it up. Yeah, I like the dead bull there. The bullfighter's about to get what's coming to him.
Yeah.
Dead bull's coming back for round 2.
Oh, yeah. And zombie bull. Zombie bull. So that's it for the slab vault. Okay, I'm doing X-Men themed comic trivia questions for you.
Okay.
Here we go.
X-Men.
What issue
Oh, jeez.
did the X-Men first appear in, and who created them?
Oh, what issue? X-Men number 1.
You got that right.
Okay. And that would be Stan Lee
Yep.
and Jack Kirby.
You are right.
Yeah.
You are right. That's so cool.
Whew.
Okay, number 2. Which X-Men character was originally introduced as a villain in The Incredible Hulk?
Wolverine.
That is right.
Yeah.
You know what issue it was for bonus?
142.
181.
Ah.
Actually, 180 cameo, 181. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Which X-Men character has the ability to absorb other mutants' powers and memories through physical touch?
Rogue.
You are perfect so far. What is the real name of X-Men leader Cyclops?
Scott Summers.
You are batting a thousand. Which X-Men story is known for introducing the future ruled by Sentinels where mutants are hunted down?
Cable.
No, it's the X-Men storyline.
Oh. Days of Future Past.
You are right.
Woo.
I'm gonna have to asterisk that. Which mutant is the son of Professor X and has immense telepathic and reality warping powers?
Son of Professor.
And they had a TV show on Fox and it failed.
Oh my God. I didn't know he had a kid.
Yeah.
Son of Professor X, that would be Professor Y.
Hey, you're gonna say Student X. It's Legion. David Holland.
Yeah.
Okay, you got one wrong. Which X-Men character was the first to die in the original X-Men comic series, but was later resurrected?
Was it Angel?
No.
Oh.
You know this one.
Yeah, Wolverine, of course.
No, Jean Grey.
Oh,
the
yeah, the
Phoenix
Phoenix.
song.
Ah, I don't even count that as death. It's just sleeping for a while.
Oh, yeah, okay. What metal coats Wolverine's bones and claws?
Adamantium.
Perfect. Which X-Men member is known for having blue fur, enhanced strength, and intelligence?
Beast.
Right?
Thank you.
And our final answer. What is the name of the island that serves as the mutant nation and sanctuary in recent X-Men comics?
Krakoa.
Right. But it's no longer.
It's no longer.
It's gone. All right, you got it. That's our Dare You Trivia.
Yes.
Okay. Announcement.
Uh-oh.
I've given up on Agatha.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch it?
The recent episode I watched, I don't know if I'm caught up, I might be, but the recent episode I watched, it was kind of confusing. The witches are kind of going at each other, and then some other girl shows up.
Yep.
She tried to kill Agatha in the first episode.
Yep. That's the one I watched. I gave up.
I got her confused with Darcy, the girl who calls Mjolnir Mimir. She was in Thor and she was in WandaVision.
Oh.
I got them confused.
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
why is she in here? But it's not her.
No, it's the
someone
girl
else.
from Parks and Rec.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
her. And yeah, I didn't. I don't know. They try to revive the old lady, and it turned out to be her instead. I don't know. I didn't know what's going on. Then they're in the '70s, a disco thing. There's some stuff
I
going
don't know.
on.
Yeah. It's gotten where I don't really care. And that's, I mean, I don't know what, I haven't looked and see what the reviews are doing, if it was still sinking because it wasn't doing well.
Mm-hmm.
But it lost me there. I have no interest in it.
I want more action. I want more magic. Give me some special effects, some blasts or something.
If it's going to be in the Marvel universe and you're talking about witches with magic, how about do a little something rather than change your clothes every episode?
Yeah, and every spell they need, they have to gather all the ingredients. Like, that's realistic stuff. I want some fake stuff. Just whip it up.
Yeah, just give me some fantasy.
Yeah, they're like, I need some moonlight, and I need some water, and I need some Gatorade. And it's like, yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled. Have you been watching anything? You catching up on horror movies or anything?
Yeah, I've gotten through the Friday 13th. I watched all of those.
Yeah.
I started Halloween's and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Good.
Going through those again.
Good.
But I did watch a new one recently called Speak No Evil with James McAvoy.
Oh, now my wife wants to watch that, but I don't know.
I would say watch it. It was a good movie.
Was it?
Yeah, it's a good movie. Good movie.
Spooky?
More,
he's like crazy guy, right?
Yeah, more creepy. Like, you don't know what these guys are up to. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with them?
Yeah.
But then it slowly plays out. It keeps feeding you. It keeps you interested. And in the end,
surprise ending.
Yeah. Because I thought it was something else, but it turned out to be something.
Because he says he's a doctor in it at first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So my daughter and I are continuing this decades of horror. So we've done the 70s, we've done the 80s. 80s is over 700 views, which is awesome. We did the 1990s. That's not doing super well, but some of the movies in there, I don't know that they're really horror. We were looking at it, and you had Silence of the Lambs. Mm-hmm. Is that thriller or horror? There was some, Scream, of course, but a lot of those we noticed as going through the list was more about the star power that was in the movie. Like, who was the trendy hot actors at the time? Boom, put them in a scary movie. Like, you saw Scream, and you saw I Know What You Did Last Summer, and all these 20-ish folks that were hot at the time were thrown into these movies. Some were good. I don't know. We're shooting the 2000s tonight, so look for that episode tomorrow, which should be fun. I love it. I had to watch one that wasn't on the list called REC. Rec. Like record, right?
Yeah.
And it's a movie from Spain. It's all subtitled, and it's on a lot of people's horror movie lists. And this is about some folks that go. It's a film crew, so it's one of those things where somebody's holding the camera all the time, like Cloverfield.
Yeah.
And this film crew goes to follow this fire department for the night. Fire department goes to a call about a woman trapped in
that's a quarantine
apartment. Kind of like that.
I think that's the same thing.
Kind of. Only they're in Spanish the whole time.
Oh, so they just ripped it off and put it in Spanish.
Was quarantine an apartment building?
Yeah, and they followed the fire people to the building, and then when they get inside there, they end up locking the door, and the police surround the place.
That's the same thing.
Won't let them out.
Wow, I didn't know that. Really?
Quarantine, yes.
And then they all turn into zombies, start eating each other?
They end up going to the top floor in the attic, and she gets attacked by something, but the camera's on night vision. You can barely see it.
That's the same damn thing. I wonder if quarantine is Rec. Was it in English or Spanish?
It was English. I think it had the girl who played Deborah from Dexter in there.
Oh, I don't know. You'll have to look this up.
That up.
Yeah, because it's exact same story. People are getting eaten. They're locked in. There's experiments. They knew about it, and a little girl person.
That's a quarantine.
Yeah, that's the same end scene as Rec, and it pulls her away in night vision, and that's the end. Yes. What kind of crap is that? Well, we watched it. I actually thought it was okay. It was kind of cool, actually.
It was.
But so we'll be doing that. So look for that, if you would. The 2000s, which are, the 2000s brought you Saw and American Psycho.
What about Jason X? Is he in there?
Jason 10?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's not in the
top
movies at all.
It had one of the best kills of the whole series.
What was the kill?
When he had that person in a sleeping bag and he just bashed him against a tree. It was hilarious. I'm sorry.
I'll watch that. Jason X. That might
Yeah,
be
it
something
was
to
a
watch.
stupid movie because he went to space, got all souped up, but he was in his hologram thing where he thought he was killing somebody, and he zipped him up in a sleeping bag and just slung him against a tree.
Jason went to space?
Yep.
Oh, brother.
Everybody goes to space eventually.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Leprechaun went to space.
That's true.
So that was good. So I'm still doing my 3D printing, and I brought a little something to show you. Yeah.
What do we have
Now,
today?
don't judge the paint.
Oh.
But look at that.
That is vibranium.
Now feel how heavy that is. It's nothing.
Wow.
So it didn't take a lot of stuff to do.
Okay.
And this is the Black Panther head.
Man, look at that.
Made in one shot on my Bamboo Labs thing. And then I chromed it. And then I painted a wash of purple over it to give it that little look.
Yeah.
Kind of aged look. So I didn't sand it or anything because I'm not into doing all that stuff. I probably could have. But it came out good. So I made a Spider-Man head, Miles Morales head, Doom mask came out really good.
Oh.
Deathstroke just finished this morning.
Heck yeah.
And so I've got all these masks that I'm putting up and have no room for anyways. But it's fun. And I know that you print a bunch of stuff here, and you'll print whatever you want. Now, what do you got there? A little tank.
This is a little tank from a game called Advance Wars that come out on Game Boy Advance from Nintendo.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I had a customer who wanted to play in the, he's had some game called Mech Assault or something, some tabletop game.
Yeah. I've played that.
And he wanted a character to use that looked like it was from
Oh,
Advance
that's
Wars.
cool.
So I printed him that.
That's awesome. It's amazing what this thing can do. And
So
you've got the
small.
fancier one. But in one shot, and these were things that we had to piece together on the old machines and change the heads. And oh my God, what a nightmare.
Headache.
But it's been a lot of fun. I see you got some new statues in.
I do. Got a lot of new anime statues here, specifically from Dragon Ball Z. Check that
Isn't he
out.
supposed to have some fire right here?
Not in this one. I mean, in the anime, yeah, he does
Okay.
develop something there. But these things, they actually go together.
They're not
for
the
this,
same guy?
No.
They got the same hair.
Yeah, this is Goku.
Okay.
He is an alien, kind of similar to Superman's story. He crash landed on Earth.
Oh.
He was meant to take over this planet, but he had a head injury when he got here, and he was raised by this old man named Gohan, and he ended up becoming Earth's hero.
Oh, okay.
And this gentleman behind him is the Prince of all Saiyans.
Is he a good guy?
He was a bad guy in the beginning because he was sent to Earth to see what Kakarot was doing and not taking it over, because Kakarot's brother come first, and he ended up getting killed by Goku and Piccolo, and then he come to take over the Earth, be like, what's going on here? I gotta stop some stuff. But he ran to the Z Fighters, which was all the Dragon Ball Z, Goku and his friends, and yeah, Goku kicked his butt, and he let him live, and
Now he's a good guy.
he ended up. It was this big struggle.
So they all get their hair done at the same place?
Well, this is a form called Super Saiyan. These are actually aliens, and their race is called the Saiyan race, and they can increase their power level, and as they do, their hair turns blonde, and then they get stronger.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I just thought it was crazy.
Their hair is naturally black, and it lays down, but when they power up, the hair goes up.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
You got to check out some Dragon Ball.
No, we'll see. We'll see.
But I've got plenty of these statues, so many different ones. I got from all over, all the arcs. We got GT statues. We got Dragon Ball Super statues.
Yeah.
So come check them out.
That's very cool. That's awesome stuff.
Yes.
Anything else happen? I see you still got some mystery boxes left. Come on in and get those. And I wanted you to talk a little bit about the subscription thing again, because I think this is one of the best services that you can get at your local comic book store. Brandon here at the Collector, if you have a book you're interested in, or maybe it's a book that we've talked about that you want to keep following that, and you don't have a chance to get in here every week or on the day that it's released, Brandon can order that for you ahead of time, right? You ordered some for me.
Yep. We have a pull box system, which has a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
It's a one payment of $10 to open up your box, and then a minimum of 5 series. It doesn't matter what series they are. I can get them. If it's new, I can get it. And not only with that, you get free bags and boards.
That's
also
a huge plus.
I added a new benefit too.
Uh-oh.
If you follow a comic event, So say All In and all its tie-ins, or the Venom War and all its tie-ins, something like Blood Hunt, Night
Yeah.
Terrors. You get 10% off your purchases when you come in here. That's pops, action figures,
Oh,
whatever
that's
you
good.
buy, you get 10% off just for following that event in your box.
That's real good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like you have stuff for me, and I'll show that real fast. So like I said, I need Absolute Batman.
Yes.
And you got me both the variant covers, and then I've been following Frankenstein, which stinks, but I wanted it anyways. And so you can actually say, hey, I'd like to get all the variants, which sometimes it's 2 or 3, and sometimes it's 30 in the case of Ultimate Spider-Man, or some large title that's going crazy on issue 1. Or you can just say, I need cover A.
Yes.
Or cover B, and you can look at these things. Listen, there's a website called League of Geeks.
League of Geeks.
And you can go on there and you can see what's coming out each week, and coming out all the way up through December with the covers. When you click on that title, you can look at the cover, and then you can see all the variant covers. All you can even make a pull list on there.
That's pretty cool.
And you're not ordering it through them. You're making a pull list that you can then send to Brandon or call him and say, I want this, this, this. And he can do it for you. And it'll be waiting right back here in the box with your name on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Bagged and boarded, which is so crucial.
Yes.
It's really important, because if you're a collector, the chances of you getting a better condition book bagged and boarded straight out of the box is much better than getting one off the shelf. But if you're going to be a reader of it, absolutely grab it off the shelf, because they're in great shape too. But this gives you, the collector, a little bit of an opportunity to get a non-handled book, I'd say, or only one person handle it, or 2. That'd be good. So definitely look at doing something like that.
Oh, I have a new toy.
Oh, new toy time.
Yes, a new Marvel Legend.
I saw that on your website, on the Facebook site.
Yeah. It's the Helverine, man.
Yeah.
The Weapon of Vengeance. He looks
Now,
pretty
who is
cool, too.
Helverine? You know?
Well, he started off as Dakin,
That's right.
but as the comic story is going on, Dakin's dead again. And it's gone back into Logan.
So I heard that. What is the deal with that?
I think nobody likes Dakin, so they're over
So
him.
they edited it? Yeah, because that was the big thing, was, oh my gosh, Helverine is actually Dakin. But
Yes.
that's a good looking figure.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
It almost looks like the box is wider than most of the. Yeah, it is wider.
Well, yeah, there's
It's a different look and a different bubble than
look at the background
than
too.
the other ones. Yeah.
There's a lot of Spirit of Vengeance inside this box.
That's great.
And they build Blackheart, so check that out.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
that's a great figure too.
Mephisto's son, ain't it? Blackheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah. See if Agatha does anything with that.
Oh, geez.
I doubt it. They're just gonna do dumb stuff. Anyways, anything else?
I don't think so.
Picks of the week?
My pick of the week for I enjoyed that Storm.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
I did too. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a bunch of
I
political.
mean, it is that she is running, but I don't know what else she's going to do with it. I like the art in it. I think I'm taking on Absolute Batman for sure.
Okay.
I did like the Cruel Universe. I'll take those 2 over there. I see you put Toxic Avenger over there. I started that and I didn't finish it yesterday. That looks okay.
I enjoyed the first movie, but after that, they just became like campy, slapstick. It was crap.
Yeah,
the blind girls flipping over stuff. Like, what happened?
It was kind of poop on that one, but yeah, I don't know. I think on the Marvel side, I think the Sentinels might be worth watching.
Okay.
I like the Uncanny X-Men and the X-Men run. I do not like Exceptional X-Men whatsoever now. If that's all they're going to do is
Monster of the Week.
Yeah, train back and forth. So.
I enjoyed the Venom War.
Good.
Venom War Spider-Man specifically this week.
Okay.
They spoke about one where I guess Peter Parker became the King in Black. Yeah, he pretty much killed his whole family. So
nice.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
All right.
Check that out.
Well, I think that's about it. That's going to wrap it for today.
One more.
Wait.
The Flex for a Cause.
Oh, yeah, that's this weekend?
That's this Saturday.
Okay.
At
move out of the way, guys.
Yeah, it starts at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And if you want to get registered for the car show, that starts at 8 a.m.
And Deadpool's going to be there.
Deadpool is going to be there, and he's
The
going to be
real Deadpool.
the real
From the
Deadpool.
movie.
He'll be there taking pictures.
Yep.
So don't come sensitive because he likes to make jokes.
Yeah, and if you ask, he will dance. So make sure you ask Deadpool to dance. Just put on some music, and he will dance. Dance the night away with Deadpool.
That's a
special feature.
That has not been confirmed. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know what'll happen.
He'll also do acrobatics, backflips, front flips, the splits, all kinds of things. If you just ask Deadpool to do it, right?
Yeah, maybe. Just come on out there and see what happens.
That's at Watertown High School, right?
Yes, Watertown High School.
And come on out for a very, very good cause.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. That's
it
for me.
I think we'll say goodbye for this week. We'll see you next week. Like and subscribe. We appreciate 145 subscribers in this little show that we just did for fun. And we're still doing it for fun. We're not making any money off of this.
And comment.
Yeah, comment. Tell us if we're nuts or tell us if we're right on. I don't know. I think there's some good stuff out there this week. I was more excited about the comics this week than I have been in a while. And there was some good stuff that we both read. So check them out. Come on down to the Collectors here in Lebanon, Tennessee. See Brandon. Pick up some comics. Just chat. He's a wealth of knowledge on all these pops, man, and comics. And you saw he got them almost all right. Got a couple asterisks there on the X-Men thing. So come on down, pick his brain. And don't forget to go see Deadpool this Saturday at Watertown High School.
That's right.
All right. Don't forget.
Keep on collecting.
We'll see you now.